Okay, guys, welcome back to Crypto Talk. So let's run down a few things for you with the crypto market as a whole. Start with Bitcoin. I still have a lower target. This looks like it's going to have one more leg down. That'll give us a bull div. We have continuing price action lower with increasing momentum waves. I'm thinking we're going to have a target kind of here, the 618.95. I'll call it 795. We can come as low as the previous week EQ down here at 95.260, and then I've also got a value area low coming in at 95.20. Could we flush this entire range and come down to my old target of 90,600, and also the previous month low? Maybe, but I'm waiting for it. I mean, that would be a perfect trick. Chickens drinking water. That would give us that big flush up and momentum to rocket us towards the 114 to 125 mark. And then once we're up there, I'm targeting 145 as the next leg up, and then consolidation and or dump at that point in time. If we run down through sorry, I didn't pull this up earlier. All right, for those of you that aren't really up to date with Wyckoff, so this is the Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic. So really what we're looking at here is this LPS on number 13. You're having that back test, and then it's the next leg up. So we're about to enter 13, going into the SOS phase. So the next leg up will bring us to that 125 to 145 mark, in my opinion. That's why I have this chart up here. Recap, I've removed the March timeframe, really targeting October to November this coming year of 2025 as where the blow-off top will be. Where will we be? Based off what I'm looking at now is somewhere around 350, 340 timeframe is kind of what I'm looking at. Basic the deduction from the previous three market cycles. Last one we got hosed, so I've removed that data from my data sets, and now I'm looking at 340 to 350 being our current target. So we cut them in half each time. 2021 we got shafted. We should have been as high as 165. We got, unfortunately, 68. Pretty sad. Global liquidity markets, global debt markets, and then also you had the ETFs that completely screwed everything up. So COVID is the main culprit. It really screwed things up. We got us to a kind of a blow off top early, and we got muted. It should have been time to build and have a real blow off top. So we lost $100,000 in potential at that point in time. So that's why I'm removing this from it. A lot of indicators are really pointing towards a 2015 market cycle, 2017 blow off top. So I'm expecting a consolidation with a big overextension, and that should be in the 340 range based off of math alone. Could it be more? Could it be less? Sure. But that's based off of this math by dividing the returns in half. So we'll have to wait and see. 754% divided in half, you get basically, I think it was like 378, but I couldn't get it with my marker. It wouldn't let me do it. So roughly in that neck of the woods. Where are we? Let's see. So that we are now every three years we have 3 up and then 1 down. So we're in the 3rd year of up. So this is the blow off top year. There's no doubt about it. Where are we going to be? I don't know. The craziness is literally volume is completely dropped off as we go. So I'd be curious to see if we actually have another year where we have a massive candle. Curious to see how this goes. Running down some things with the Bitcoin dominance. We are getting another rejection off the weekly VWAP, pushing back down below the 50 EMA here on the daily. So I'm expecting this to move back down again. We've hit our head once off of this channel. I don't think we're going to make our way back up again. I think we're going to hit our head here off of these ribbons and then come back down. Once this does break the local interior low here at 56.61%, we're going to flush. I have the rest of the year target kind of down here at 46%. Once Bitcoin has its blow off top, it should be down here. And then I think towards obviously the bear market in 2026, we will be moving quite a ways back up. Last but not least, let's look up tether dominance. Tether dominance is dropping off. This just means that basically money's flowing back into crypto and other risky asset classes. So the more this drops, the more crypto as a whole is going to get floated. Will we see that 10 to 15 trillion dollar asset class market cap? Just to be seen. We'll see what total 3 ends up with. If total 3 is like at $10 trillion and Bitcoin's at like 3 to 4, we're going to be in really good shape. And I think people will be pleasantly surprised at the peak prices of stuff. That's why I keep saying you'd be surprised at Band Protocol. A $60 to $80 price target. Currently sitting at $1.43. Keep in mind, things have done something like this before. You've got Binance Coin went from between $6 and $8 all the way up to $600. So it's not completely unrealistic, but they also had some internal buy pressure set by their own DEXs and their own liquidity pools inside of their own centralized exchange. So they had a percentage of each trade that went towards buying the token that elevated the price. So it's a little fishy in that regard. But my buddy here, I think we're going to dump one more time down, potentially clear the lows here on Peanut. It's based on Bitcoin. We had a bull div starting, and price is just looking for one more quick low, and I think that'll run. If that's the case, I'll put it in a quick low leverage long and ride that out. It's pretty close to the lowest point we've had so far for this coin, the lowest low. So hopefully we don't set a lower low, but we got to pay attention to the macro structure, but I'm not going to do it here in this video. What else we got? Sui. Sui's bullish in my opinion. You're holding the previous breakout, previous all-time high as a support at the moment. We are below the yearly VWAP, holding the 9. Yeah, it's the 9 EMA on the daily. So I think this will consolidate and then bust for another all-time high once Bitcoin goes. I think sometime this week you're probably going to have a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Usually you're looking for a complete dump, then a pump. So I'm waiting for, was this the dump? I don't know. Especially if we hit 90, I think it's going to rocket its way up to like 114 really quickly. I think you'll be quite surprised at how fast things start to move. See what else we haven't hit. You got Solana. We could come all the way back down to 187, and then I think we'll make our way up from there. We have fallen back into the channel. There's a chance to come even lower, come all the way back down to like 164, and it's also the yearly VWAP down here, or even 160. That would be a great buying opportunity, and that would still, yeah, it would still be a higher low. So super bullish in that regard if that's the case. Avalanche, the chosen child by not just Bank of America and Citibank. They are an underrated blockchain with a huge gaming emphasis now. Like most blockchains, they do get expensive during peak times, so don't be surprised if this ends up like Ethereum and last market cycle where things were just stupid expensive to transact on. But don't worry, we have BlockGuard coming. I'll tell you more about that in the future. And I could give you some more updates on Fusio, the Fusio wallet, fantasy Fusio game we have coming out. As soon as I'm at liberty to share some more information with you, I will. I promise. There's also a reason why I've got the Fusio sign behind me. I'm really excited and stoked to show you what's coming once I am able to do so. So trust me, I'll sales pitch the hell out of you once you see it, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that we're doing something no one's done. So pretty freaking sweet, and I'll have an interview with CryptoFace once we're kind of got the balls rolling and we've all tested things and make sure everything's great. So I think you're going to love the new redesign and the color scheme, and then the phone, I should say the wallet and the app is pretty freaking awesome as well. So I will pitch you guys soon on that one, but basically on and off ramp direct from the wallet and the app itself. I think credit card payments is a nice added feature. Again, I won't pitch you now, but there's some pretty cool stuff coming. All right, going back to what I've got. KDAO, you're at the bottom of the range still. I'm not going to click on that. Same thing with Caspa. If ETH here is just the same thing. It looks like you're about to have a chickens drinking water. So I would look for a liquidity grab at 33.12 or even come down as low as 32 20, and that would be a great one. You can come all the way down to even 31.10 and even tap this yearly VWAP and still have a higher low. I think a lot of coins here are primed to make a big move up. So I think this is just that shakeout before the big move. As I said previously, Casper itself, same thing, bull flag, shakeout, pump. Same thing here. I've got some big hopes for H-bar up to $3 potentially. Don't be upset with the $1.50. That's still completely reasonable. $1.75. Those are great places to take profit. Remember, your goal is not to completely cash out at what you can call the high to be. So we'll be taking 10 to 15% profit on the way up. Nothing matters. All this profit you see in your wallet and on paper doesn't realize itself till you click the sell button. So remember, you've got to sell. Don't be emotionally attached to your assets. You want to sell them so you can have a better life for yourself and some financial freedom. Kind of the last two things is Aptos, consolidation, bull flag. Moving further, I think this is going to be a big pumper. Because it's consolidation this entire time it's been alive, I don't have a price target for you. I mean, you could just take a measured move from, I don't know, let's go from here to here. It's really tough on coins like this. You don't have much to go off of, and just pull that back up to the neckline. And that's about what I can give you. That's realistic too, a $50 price target. For a coin that's $9.50 right now. So totally realistic in terms of how crypto works. Also, don't forget about BNB, Binance Coin. I have a current price target from this breakout of $9.50, basically, 35% move. I expect this to be just good flush all the way back down to the 675 mark and then make its big bounce up too as well. So keep that in mind. So that's what I'm watching for, guys. This could be the bottom. This could also just be another flush lower. Don't be surprised. I would not take a high leverage position at this point in time. I see things going a little bit lower.